Thank you, Madam Speaker, and you all can take your seats. I met Jason in that 2012-2013 deployment. He was, as he would say, I would fly the helicopters and break them and ensure his job security so that he could go and fix them. Jason was one of the, as has been described, one of the nicest grumpy people that you would ever meet. And that was actually my first extended meeting with him. I wasn't a completely brand new officer in the Army at the time, but I was still a lieutenant. For all of you military folks, you know what that means. Which meant that I knew exactly enough to be dangerous, but not enough to actually solve anything or fix anything. And so I was dealing with the situation, and some of my other soldiers were giving me a hard time that, I didn't really know what to do. And out of nowhere, Jason, he wasn't even in my unit. He was the adjacent company. He came running out of nowhere, screaming and yelling at everybody to show some respect. And, Evans is one of the okay guys. Stop giving him a hard time. He can't help it that he's a lieutenant. And after he solves the problem, he looks at me and he kind of smiles. If you knew him, you would know that smile. He smiles and he says, "It's okay, sir. You can't help it that you're a lieutenant. I'll take care of you." And I thought to myself, wow, I think I've been insulted and helped all in the same sentence there. That's the sort of guy that he was. When we got back from that deployment, we had overlapping jurisdictions in law enforcement, he with the Adams County Sheriff's Office, myself with the Arvada Police Department. So we would run into each other on calls throughout the work week. Then we would go to Buckley Air Force Base to drill, and we would run into each other again there. And so we built a relationship over the years. He was a good guy. I just wanted to read a couple of comments from some of the soldiers that he supervised over the years. Hump, his nickname was Hump. Hump was a family leader. It didn't matter if he knew you or not. If his help was offered, you were then his family. He traveled at all times of the day and night, ensuring his family was doing well and taken care of. It never mattered what was going on in his life. If you needed him, he would drop it all to be there. Sergeant Humphrey was an NCO who put the comfort and well-being of his soldiers far above and beyond any other NCO. Making sure they had what they needed, any details, whether it was guard duty or just as simple as an area cleanup. At times, he would relieve soldiers of their assigned duty to give them a break while he finished off their shift. If you had Staff Sergeant Humphrey as your supervisor, you were in good hands. And so a month ago today, when I heard that he had passed away at the end of his shift, it was I honestly didn't know how to react. And so I just wanted to take a moment to memorialize his service, 45 years, military, law enforcement, to our state, to our country, to our community. We have members of the Adams County Sheriff's Office here today that have worked with him, served with him, and I don't know if the National Guard was able to send anybody. They'd said they might send somebody, but we might have some National Guard folks that served with him here as well. So,
Representative Armagost.
Thank you, Madam